safe seat for the NPP. Dr. Frank Amoakohene is Ashanti Regional Secretary of the NDC, and he joins me back on the phone. Doc, thank you very much for your time. Hopefully you can hear me this time.
I can hear you loud and clear. Sir.
Great. So I asked, from what we are picking on the ground, you are yet to decide whether to contest in the by-election. Why is that so?
Yeah, that is correct. I mean, per the laws and per procedure, the Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament would have to declare the seat vacant. And as such, the Electoral Commission will have to fix a date for a by-election before we can be sure of what will happen, the coming days. For us, we are far advanced in terms of our preparations and procedures, because we have a candidate already in the person of Mrs. Jerry Asante. NPP, they do not have a candidate, for which reason they have triggered their internal electioneering mechanism to elect a candidate. We have a candidate already. So if that decision is made, we wouldn't have to now go through the process of primaries, among others. So our research team is on the grounds. Our first and second team have reported to us their findings and their data. We are yet to firm up on our decision whether to contest or not. But I'm sure that by the time that the seat is declared vacant by the Speaker of Parliament, we would have reached that decision and we will share our reasons for taking that stance with you as well.
Doc, there are many who say that this is probably just a matter of cost, knowing that the seat is a safe seat for the NPP, and so just maybe you shouldn't bother yourself at all. Is that what it is?
That is not what it is. There are so many reasons for which we contest an election, and there are so many lessons to pick out from every election. In 2016, if you notice our performance, we performed somewhere around 9,000 in that constituency. In 2020, we performed around 14,000 in that constituency. If we participate in this election and we perform around 20,000, it will definitely give us an idea or an indication of our strength in Ashanti region. Okay. So it is not a win or win or a win or lose kind of thing. It is about how robust your system is, especially moving into this 2024 elections. So we would consider a myriad of reasons and firm up on the decision. But if we decide to go, then clearly we know the targets for which reason we are going into the elections for, and we will be sure that when we come out of that election, we will definitely meet those targets and firm up for the 2024 election. Okay,
but before you go, as the regional secretary of the NDC in the Ashanti region, I'm sure that you've been monitoring what's happening on the other side. What do you make of the caliber of persons who have picked forms to contest on the ticket of the NPP so far?
So on the side of the NPP, what I've noticed is that there's a mad rush for the position.
Okay.
And initially 11 people declared interest, 9 people filing for the contest, including some 7 constituency executive members and all that. Our only fear and concern is that this may lead to a process that will worsen our already worsening monetization of our politics, because clearly we should be prepared to see far more than what we saw in Kumawu and Asin North, and especially in their primaries, which is a source of worry for us. But I'm sure that the special prosecutor, as he always does, may want to sanitize the system and ensure that the right person wins, and ultimately, when it comes to the ticket to the right person wins. Apart from that, we are okay. Whoever comes, we believe strongly that that person may not do as much as NDC or even their own John Kuma may have done for the Ejisu constituency. So we don't believe that a substituted player may be more robust than a player who has played the 90 minutes. So this one is like an entry player that they are going to select to represent them. So it is the internal process. We will wait for them to come out with whoever wins the primaries, and we will be prepared for that person. But I can assure you that whoever wins the primaries will definitely not be a match to Mrs. Jerry Asante, who is a veteran, a businesswoman, and a youth leader who is poised to win the seat for us for the very first time.
Dr. Frank Amoakohene, he's the Ashanti Regional Secretary of the NDC, and he says that by the time the Speaker of Parliament declares the Ejisu seat vacant, the NDC would have come to a decision on whether or not to contest for that by-election. The NPP, we know, later this month will conduct their election to pick a candidate to represent the party in the upcoming by-election.